with one voice, we're a nation undivided and voice. We will take a stand and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom reigns and truth prevails. Our land where there's hope for us all. Our land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation.
You're very much welcome.
We'll get there.
Just let me know in the comment section where you are joining us from. It's going to help me to celebrate you. Yes, Happy New Month. You're very much welcome.
Different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor
Very much welcome.
and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there.
Just wait for a number of people to join, then we'll just start the webinar. There is power in dreams. Praise power. I'm so excited. Happy New Month, guys. You're in the house. Just type Happy New Month. I see someone already dropping Happy New Month. So excited to connect with you. Happy New Month. 2024 September. A great time to be alive. So you are very much welcome. I love to keep to time, so I don't normally like to do I don't like late coming, and I don't like going to meeting late, and so I always just want to go straight. This is supposed to be the first meeting of the Africa Chamber of Commerce. Our representative trying to connect with some of the people joining us, especially from the West African region. So you are very much welcome. I'm just going to go straight. I'll start talking, and as many who's going to join, I want it to be a very short meeting as possible. I want to teach on the 7 principles of personal transformation. And so as people are joining, just drop which state you are joining from, your name and the state you are joining from. So I want to welcome you. Happy New Month once again. And I put down here a couple of things. As many that can type on the screen can type. As many who can jot down points, you can jot down. But you are very much welcome. So the very first time, the best time to plant a tree is 25 years ago. And wait, and 25 years after, then you start reaping the benefit. Another best time to plant a tree is to plant it now and wait for another 25 years and reap the harvest for the rest of your life. And even transgenerational, there are many trees that live hundreds of years and they still keep growing. So I really want to welcome you on behalf of African Chamber of Commerce, LLC, New Jersey, USA. I want to welcome our brothers and sisters from that side of Africa to this meet and greet and a brainstorming session. And so, like I already announced, as you are joining, please you can put on the comment section the state, your name, and the state you are joining from. And so on this same platform, I believe very strongly before we close that some other key leaders are going to join me to be able to say 1 or 2 things to help us get an understanding. But just before we go on, I want to appreciate our social media or the person behind the console who have been putting all of those things together. That's Mr. Dami. He has done a very good work. I want to appreciate our Nigerian director, that is Dr. Ajibola, and one of our key leaders also will be joining, that's Engineer Akeola. And so, what is ACC all about? African Chamber of Commerce is created to help African entrepreneurs from across diverse sectors of the economy to explore opportunities in the America 30 trillion economy. And so what it means is that this is a platform that is designed to help entrepreneurs across Africa, different countries, to explore opportunities, especially on a global platform. America being the biggest platform in the world, and we living in America, one of the biggest opportunity that we think we can do for our people is to create an opportunity for them to network with the business, the African diaspora community. And that's why we are having this meeting. Because some people are going to be joining on our webinar, and some will join on the Facebook, and some are going to watch the meeting afterwards. And so this organization is led by appointment of strategic leaders. So we have strategic leaders, and you can check our website, africancamber.africanccusa.com, africanccusa.com. So you'll be able to see some of the past events. You'll be able to see some of the laudable projects that we have done. You'll be able to see some of the things that can connect us, some of the great meetings that is coming ahead of us that you can be part of. And so right now I want to quickly share with us One of the reasons why we join is to also do a lot of think tank together so that we can help our mind to develop, help our mind to expose to new possibilities. I want to share briefly on the 7 keys to personal transformation. 7 keys to personal transformation. And if you're there, you can type for me and put some of these points on the screen so that some of the people who come in late can see the comment section and they can be able to connect. I put it here that information is the key to transformation. Every time you see anywhere in the world where you see transformation, the greatest key to transformation is information. I want you to take note of that. Information is the greatest key to transformation. And I want you to understand that personal transformation is the mother of all transformation. Every time you want to see transformation in your life, it has to start with personal transformation. Personal transformation is the mother of all transformation. Until you travel inward, you can't travel outward. Until you travel inward, you can't travel abroad. And so it must start from within. And I want you to understand that everything in life happens twice. The first time it happens in the realm of imagination. Then it's the second time it's going to happen in the physical. And so every time you see a great idea, you see a great organization, you see anything great happening, it must first happen in the realm of imagination. And so I put it here that it is your decision, not condition, that will determine your destiny. Decision determines destiny. Decision about the books you read, decision about the friends you keep. Those two great decisions, they go a long way. Decision about the quality of life, the kind of things that you want to do with your life. It is your decision. It is decision that determines destiny. And so I want you to understand that these 7 keys that I will share with you, some of them you know before, some of them they may be coming in some language that you may be able to take note and put them down as points. But I want you to understand that the first thing that you need to do if you are going to transform your life, like I said, is to become a lifelong student of information, because it takes information to have reformation. It takes information to have transformation. It takes information to provoke revolution in a generation. So every time, anywhere in the world, from Dubai that rose from a desert land to a third world country, the first world country, to Singapore, that you see massive transformation. All of these countries, they embrace the principle of information. They were informed. That's why some people said, if you are not informed, you'll be deformed. It takes information to provoke transformation in a generation. So 7 principles briefly. 7 principles that will transform your life. Number 1 is to rethink your life. Type number 1, rethink your life. You have to rethink, because if you don't think, you will stink. As a man think, so is he. You see, our world is not ruled by men of strength. It's not strength, it's not muscle. Our world is ruled by sense, not strength. Is by sense. And that's why you see that they said common sense is not common among common people. Our world is ruled by sense. Our world is ruled by people who think. Good thinking, good product. And so if you are going to transform your life, the first thing you have to embrace is to rethink your life. You have to rethink. You have to change the way you are thinking, because as it thinks, so is he. Our life gravitates towards our predominant thought. Every time you see the direction of your life, Check your thoughts, check your thinking pattern. Your life gravitates in the direction of your predominant, whatever is predominant in your mind. That is the direction that your life is gravitating. So that is why you, number one, if you are going to transform your life, you have to rethink your life. I want you to type that. I want you to write that rethink your life. Common sense is not common among common people. Number two, if you are going to transform your life, you have to embrace the word retool. You have to retool your life. To retool means to relearn. In fact, I read a quote that says that the illiterate of the 21st century is not the person without a certificate or a degree. The illiterate of the 21st century is that person that refused to learn, unlearn, and relearn. I want you to take note of that. Number one, you have to rethink your life. Number two, you have to retool your life. To retool means you have to learn, relearn, and unlearn. You have to drop some things to learn some new things. You have to retool. You know, I want you to take note of this. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you earn, the more you rest. The less you learn, the less you earn. The less you earn, the less you rest. So your life is directly proportional to the degree of information, the degree, how relevant, how exposed, the kind of things you expose your mind to. That is the direction that your life is going. And so I want you to understand that learning is the critical thing. If you want to retool your life, if you want to reshape your life, you want to shape, you are not excited about the direction you are going, then you reshape it, you retool it. Number three, you have to re-strategize. Number one, you rethink. Number two, you retool. Number three, you re-strategize. And I write here that strategy is better than energy. I want you to take note of that. Strategy is better than energy. And where there's no strategy, there will be tragedy. It's a matter of time. So strategy is better than energy. I want you to understand that every time you see people that are making a lot of waves, they are strategic leaders. They are strategic thinkers. They take strategic decisions. And I want you to understand strategy means your life must be guided by step-to-step actions. There are step-to-step actions that you have to take with your life. That is strategy. You must have a plan. Planning is winning. Planning is winning. Number four, if you are going to transform your life, you have to rebrand and relaunch. You have to rebrand and relaunch. And to, you see, someone rightly said that the definition of insanity is to be doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. You have to rebrand your life. Now, you need to ask yourself, in my life, what is working? Take note of these questions. You need to ask, what is working? Number two, what is not working? Number three, what do I need to stop? What do I need to improve? And so you need to rebrand. You need to so when you rebrand, that is going to give you the opportunity to relaunch. So when you rebrand, rebranding means you look at what you are doing, you tell yourself this thing is not producing results. Then you take ownership and tell yourself, I need to do something differently, because it is when you do something differently that you are going to have a different result. And so you see, when you refuse to rebrand your life, or you refuse to take full responsibility for your life, it's like taking poison and expecting another person to die. It doesn't happen that way. So, number one, you have to rethink your life. Number two, you have to retool. Number three, you have to re-strategize. Number four, you have to rebrand. And when you rebrand, you relaunch. There's nothing bad in telling yourself that this thing is not working. Stop it. When you stop it, then you can now start all over again, because everybody is looking to identify with a man or a woman with result, because it is result that brings respect. No result, no respect. And I want you to understand something. When you make up your mind that you want to transform your life, then you tell yourself, I need to rebrand this. I need to do it differently. I need to having acquired new information. I need to change my approach. Then I start all over again. If you write the word start, START, and you remove the last T. If you write the word start, if you are on the line, you can type the word start in the comment section and you remove the last T. What are you going to have? You have the word star. That shows you that until you start, you can never be a star. It takes people that start to become a star. So number one, you have to rethink. Number two, you have to retool. Number three, you have to re-strategize. Number four, you have to rebrand yourself and relaunch your destiny. Then number five, you have to release your destiny. You have to, it's time to soar once again. You can't perpetually sit. You see, to fail, the word fail is first attempt in learning. The word fail, FAIL, first attempt in learning. It's just the first attempt. There are several other attempts. You need to understand that once you make up your mind that you are going to do something great at the first time, it may not work out the way you have planned. But just understand that you are not a failure. The word fail is first attempt in learning. And so you need to stand up again and tell yourself, I need to relaunch. I need to release myself. I need to step up my game. And that is why one of the greatest things that I want you to understand is that when you make up your mind that you are going to start all over again, make up your mind that you're going to travel around the world. You are going to meet new people. You are going to come out of your comfort zone. You are going to stretch your wing. You are going to try and connect with new people. You are going to develop new relationship, lifelong relationship. I want you to understand that immediately you begin to tell yourself that I want to relaunch my destiny, then you need to dream big dreams. I want you to type dream big dreams. When you dream global, you think local, you start local. Dream global, start local. You see, there is nothing as good as you telling yourself that you have a picture of a preferable future. You look at yourself and say, this is where I'm going over the next 5 years, over the next 7 years. On this platform, it's a journey. That's why we are trying to build a relationship with you, for you to understand that it is time. So many people it's time for many people to rise up, and you need platforms like this that is going to give you the wing to grow. I want you to understand something, that the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs, Africa need to raise leaders. If we are going to see transformation, if we are going to see development, if we are going to see change in the results that we have been having, then definitely we have to be intentional in raising new set of entrepreneurs that will be equipped, that will be empowered, that will be, we expose them to world-class information. We'll be able to benchmark that little idea you are doing right now. We'll benchmark it around something global around the world, so that, like Dubai, you see, Dubai in the 70s was a desert land. That desert land today has become a world-class nation that everybody wants to be there. They've even introduced what they call free trade zone and all of those things. So every brand around the world, you see so many of the sport, golf, you see Grand Prix, all of those sports, raising, so many things have happened in that country because of visionary leadership. And that's the same thing. The moment you begin to expose your mind, the moment you begin to make up your mind that you're going to travel, you're going to invest in yourself, you are going to invest in building capacity and to expose yourself to new possibility, I'm telling you, there is no limit. Somebody said there is no limit to my rising. And so you must understand, you need to grow, because if you don't grow, you will groan. I'm talking about the 7 principles of personal transformation. I've spoken about the first one, that is, you have to rethink. You have to rethink. That's number one. Number two, you have to retool. Number three, you have to re-strategize. Number four, you have to rebrand. And number five, you have to relaunch yourself. Relaunch. You have to release yourself. Then number six, you have to, having done all of that again, maybe you have even gotten to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you start traveling. The next thing is to reinvent yourself. Number six, you reinvent yourself. Listen, the moment you begin to travel, the moment you begin to expose your mind to global information, you'll see better ways of getting things done. So the next thing you want to do, you want to reinvent yourself. You see a mother eagle. After some time, when an eagle has grown so old, then the eagle will go to the top of the mountain and begin to put his beak against the stone, against the hard rock, because he wants to begin to use his beak to remove all his feather. He wants to regrow new feathers. I want you to understand something. You have to reinvent your life. That is the same thing. You have to start all over again. You have to think differently. You have to think differently. You have to act differently. You have to talk differently. The world has become a global village that there's no limit to your shining. There's no limit to your rising. There's no limit. The limit that any man or any woman have today is based on your thinking. Every man's mountain is his ignorance. I will say that again. Your greatest mountain today, what we call mountain, your greatest mountain is your ignorance. Every man's mountain is their ignorance. The moment you begin to tell yourself, number one, you will rethink your life. Number two, you will retool. Number three, you will re-strategize. Number four, you will rebrand. Number five, you will relaunch. Number six, you will reinvent your life. You reinvent. You reinvent. I want to tell you something. The entire world is waiting for you, but not this version. The version that the world is waiting for is the version that reinvents itself. You reduplicate yourself, you reduplicate a new process. Listen, there are too many opportunities. Here at the African Chamber of Commerce, we are so passionate. We know so many people around us in Africa who are dreamers, who have good dreams, but you have to reinvent, you have to revamp, you have to do things differently. And that's why we are opening up our platform for international conferences. We have a conference in France so that you can have a travel history. Then we have conferences across America in 2025 and 2026. America is going to be hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup. That is an awesome event. Awesome in the sense that 8 African countries will be coming to the United States in 2026. Awesome in the sense that this is the first time that FIFA will be saying that 48 countries will be participating in the FIFA World Cup. That is a big opportunity for entrepreneurs like you. Entrepreneurs who are passionate like you and me, who are passionate about having new channel of income, having to expose their product and services to global platforms, connect with people all over around. Listen, the opportunities are limitless. The most important thing is to tell yourself, I need to reinvent myself. Number 7, then you need to tell yourself that I'm going to be an agent of revolution. I'm going to be a revolutionary person. Listen, I want to tell you, life of a man is divided into 3 phases. Number 1 is survivor. Number 2 is success. Number 3 is significance. I want you to type those 3 words. Your life is basically divided into 3 stages. Number 1 is the survivor stage. Number 2 is the success stage. Number 3 is the significant stage. And so you need to tell yourself that I'm going to become an agent of revolution for my generation. Survivor means living as it comes. Success means I'll still have something to give to myself, my wife, my family, maybe a few other people. Significance is the most important, where your life will be of significant impact to millions of people around the world. And to do that, then you are going to duplicate yourself all over the world. That's why you see some companies rising up today and they are becoming very big. To get to that level, you need global collaborations. and you can start now. That's why one of the greatest things that we'll be sharing with you consistently on this platform is the need for us to raise like 1,000 businesses that we will be able to form what we call a unicorn. You see, one of the things that I have discovered is this: everybody is unique. You are unique, I'm unique, and a whole lot of other business people, they are unique. And so on this platform, we're going to bring so many businesses together from different sectors of the economy across Africa so that you can now move. You see, one of the things we want to do in the next 7 years is to develop what we call a unicorn. A unicorn is a business that moves from $0 to like $1 billion. Now, to move to like $1 billion, instead of one organization moving to $1 billion, why don't we have like 1,000 different businesses that we can move from stages to stages, from like $0 to $25,000, from 25 to like 100,000, so that in the next 7 years we would have been able to see massive transformation, so that your businesses can run by structures, by systems, by process, and so you can be in third world country and earn income from a first world continent. That is the goal. That is the desire. You can be living in Africa right now and make money anywhere in the world. That is the goal. That is the dream. That is the desire. If you are in, somebody type and say, I'm in. And so no matter the level you are now, like I said earlier, once you make up your mind to start, then the star in you will appear. And so I told you one other thing that you need to do is to make conscious effort to become a student, a lifelong student of learning. The Japanese used to call it kani, C-A-N-I, kani. Continuous and never-ending improvement. Continuous and never-ending improvement. Those are the kind of things that we are set to do on this platform. I will soon be rounding up, because normally I always tell my people we don't do late coming. We don't in this meeting for us. We don't do late coming. So as many who are just joining, you watch the video. In another 5, 7, 10 minutes, I'm writing up this session. Then we'll meet next week Sunday again. Now, so I told you 7 principles to transform your life. Summary: number 1, you rethink your life. Rethink. Number 2, you retool. Number 3, you re-strategize. Number 4, you relaunch. Number 5, you rebrand. Number 6, you release yourself. And number 7, you cause revolution. And so I told you we are going to be building a system and a structure that in the next 7 years we'll be able to have strong 1,000 businesses that will become a unicorn. And a unicorn is $1 billion valuation business. And so when you look at the potential that is ahead of Africa right now, I'm very, very sure one of the greatest things, you and me need to rise up to take full ownership, full responsibility. The future belongs to those that can see, and it is your sight that determines your size. The future belongs to those that can see. It is your sight that determines your size. So when you look at the kind of videos we have put out for the international conferences that we're going to be running, is it for the women? Is it for the people in Chamber of Commerce? Is it for corporate executive? Is it for the people who are having the next big ideas? Is it for people in tourism? All of those things are showing the kind of synergy. And that's why we are building a strategic platform, because strategy is better than energy. And where there's no strategy, there will be tragedy. It's just a matter of time. And so a new generation of leaders and entrepreneurs need to rise up that will be equipped with skills and competencies. A new generation of leaders and entrepreneurs need to rise up that will be equipped with skills and competencies to champion transformation, development, and nation building. And that is why you are here today. And so I want to congratulate each and every one of you. I want you to understand that everybody that provoke revolution in a generation, they start with an idea. And it is ideas that rules the world. Ideas rules the world. Somebody type in the comment section, ideas rules the world. Even necessity is the mother of invention. Ideas rules the world. And that is why we are challenging you today to rise up and make a difference. And so I want you to understand that our goal on this platform is to help you on this 7 years journey. Yes, 2025 is there, 2026 is there, but let's take it as a long-term journey that we are going to be sincere with ourselves. We're going to look at ourselves and tell ourselves this is what it's going to take for us to move from level A to level B. We are going to embrace structures, we are going to embrace systems, you are going to embrace process. You are going to tell yourself that you are not doing it very well, but this is the best way to do it. We are going to expose you. It's going to be a collaboration. We are not going to look at ourselves that we know how to do everything. There's so much that you know how to do that we have to learn from you. Now we have to collaborate together. And that's why we need to be very sincere. Now I have just told you those 7 principles. And so this is a global community. The people want to connect with diaspora family, or people who wants to travel and be part of our international conferences. This is the opportunity. And that's why we are not doing faceless organization. That's why we are opening our door for you to see what is happening. And we are going to be having this kind of meeting. I'm going to host this meeting till we go to France, and we'll be able to do all the kind of webinars that we have set out to do. And so I want to first appreciate, I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for coming. The first major thing that I want you to do right now, because many of you came in late, you watch this teaching all over again, but I want to tell you, we want to host as a matter of urgency. We want to host this meeting every Sunday, like these short meetings, very short, 30-40 minutes meeting, short meetings, impactful. We'll be able to answer some of the questions that you are going to be having. And so the first thing I want you to do is to be intentional. I want you to share this video. I want you to listen to it again. I'll be taking another teaching next week, Sunday, but I want you to listen to this and share it with about 10 of your friends. Let me tell you something. One of the greatest things that have changed my life is the people I move with. If you move with 5 people who are poor, you didn't count very well. You are number 6. If you move with 5 people who are rich and you are not yet rich, watch it very well. In another few time, by relationship, you will see there is going to be a transformation. When we relate together, the kind of value system that we put on the table, the kind of belief system that we put on the table, you will begin to see the collaboration and the synergy. You begin to see how it doesn't take time for you to move very fast. So I want you to take advantage, maximum advantage. We have a conference coming up in France and in December 8 to 13, and we'll be talking more about that. The registration is going to close by end of September. We need 50 people, 50 elite business people, entrepreneurs. Now, our conferences for the US for 2025, there are about 6 of them, strategic conferences that is going to open you up, going to connect you to a lot of chamber of commerce, connect you to a lot of business opportunity, connect you with people, whether supply product, whether people you want to represent them in Africa. And so we'll be talking about all those opportunities that we'll be doing, all of this kind of thing, including the webinars that many people have registered for. We'll be doing that so that we can show the opportunity, and we can also show the diaspora community the opportunity that are in Africa, that they can connect with. And so I want to thank you very, very much for being part of this meeting. If you have any question, please put it on the screen. But I want to take my time to first appreciate. I want to appreciate. I take note. I went to the platform. I see some of these organizations that show interest, especially the African Business and Investment TV. I saw an organization on the platform, the African Business and Investment TV. Thank you for reaching out to us for collaboration. I want you to understand that yes, we are open. Send us a mail, or let's begin to connect. We have a number of connection with different chamber of commerce across Nigeria, that right now we're looking, because I can tell you the economy around the world is a global economy. Why are we having BRICS? Why is Brazil, Russia, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa? Why are they coming together to challenge the dollar composition of money exchange? I can tell you categorically, this collaboration is the new normal. the new normal around the world right now is collaboration, and we need to do it together. So we are telling you that we are open to new ideas, to new opportunity. Let's collaborate. We expect your mail, like the African Business Investment TV, fantastic organization. Send us your mail, and let's see how we can take it off from there. We are running with You Fit Fly in Nigeria, and we are running with several other Chamber of Commerce to give you a world-class experience, either in France or when you are preparing to come to the US. But I want to encourage you. At least I need 50 business people who are planning to come to the US in 2025 to take advantage of the France event, because it's going to open you up to European opportunity, and that's why we have chosen France, so that you can open up to the Schengen community, so you can be able to tap into some of those opportunities that would expand your business, or to just see what is happening. And so it's not going to be just talk, it's going to be an exposure. You'll be able to travel and see so many businesses and see what they are doing. And so right now, a questionnaire is going to be dropped on the link. You fill the questionnaire, is going to give us the opportunity to know the areas that you. So when I'm teaching next week Sunday, I'll be able to pick some of the questions that you have either asked. I'll be able to pick some of the things that you have placed on the platform. Then so there's going to be a questionnaire. Take it, fill it, and that is going to be the beginning of our relationship. Number two, there's a WhatsApp page that you need to join, so that you can easily drop some comment and all of that. Number three, I want you to beware of scammers. That's why we are showing our face. We have offices in Lagos, we have office in Abuja, we have office in somewhere within Lagos and some of the other states, and we have collaborations who have offices all over. If anybody calls you and says it's from African Chamber of Commerce, know that they are scammers. We are not going to call anybody. We are only going to build relationship based on the ones that we are starting now, and based on whatever connection, the mails and the things you have done and you have filled. So be careful of scammer. Please be very, very careful. There's a whole lot that is happening there now. So thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for being part of this. If anybody is having question, please drop it on the platform. But I want to tell you, we have the France International Conference that is coming up in 8 to 13 of December, and it's closing very fast. Now, for an adventure, if you have never had travel history and you are planning to come to the US, the US Embassy has changed the procedures. They want you to have a recent travel history, and that's why we are putting some of these events, so that a whole lot of you are very, very credible that you need to travel. You will not be denied of the visa. So I want to take advantage. When you fill the form, you can take it off from there. I want to thank you so much for being part of this first important meeting. I said 7 steps to personal transformation. I'll quickly say it again. Watch the video. Number 1, you have to rethink. You have to rethink your life. Number 2, you have to retool your life. Number 3, you have to re-strategize. Number 4, you have to rebrand. Number 5, you have to relaunch. Number 6, you have to release yourself. And number 7, you have to become an agent of revolution. Thank you so much for being part of this first very, very important meeting. Share this video, and look forward to seeing you next week Sunday. Somebody type, I'm loaded and I'm needed. I am loaded and I'm needed. So I'll just wait 1 or 2 minutes to know if you have question. Type it. If you don't have question, please, there is a link that you need to fill, a questionnaire that can help us serve you better. Remember, the whole essence of this platform is to serve you and to collaborate together, so that you can take advantage of the US opportunities that are bound in the US and around the world. So thank you so much for being part of this meeting. If nobody's putting any question on the platform, I will encourage you to share this video. I will encourage you to listen to it again. And just like the African Business Investment TV, we need collaborators. We need people who can partner with us. It's not everything you need to pay for. So we need collaborators. That's why we are working with the Chamber of Commerce. We need collaborators. We need people who can help us reach out to businesses, to groups, to organizations who can also collaborate with us, and we can leverage together on the platform, and you can have some resources based on that which we have been able to do together. Thank you. When I'm loaded, I'm needed. So if you would like to collaborate with us, please let us know. We take it from there. So yes, the link has just been pasted, and so please kindly fill the link. It's going to fill the questionnaire. It's going to help us to know how best to serve you. And summer also, I will be able to use some of the questions or some of the comments you put in there for my training next week Sunday. And so if there's no question this time around, I want to call it the end of this session. Thank you for joining. If you are joined late, please watch it again. If you come in early, please share the video and try and invite people that look like you to this meeting next week. Thank you. On behalf of the African Chamber of Commerce here in New Jersey, USA, and our Nigerian directors and all our leaders, African directors, and all our team that are here in the US and the diaspora community, I want to thank you for being part of this meeting. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to hearing your mail, to reading your mail, and I look forward to you either joining us on the WhatsApp group so that we can take it off from there. Enjoy a very wonderful new week, and enjoy the new month, and enjoy the rest of your year. We'll see a great collaboration ahead. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye for now.